Are you ready to get out on the water? Well, before you hop on that boat, you need to know the regulations you have to follow to truly be shipshape. So Markus Apelis is a partner in the law firm of Gallagher Sharp, and he's here to steer us in the right direction, thankfully. Welcome, Markus.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so excited. It's boating season. I know so many are. So first, before we get into that, tell us about Gallagher Sharp and your role at the firm.
I'm a partner at Gallagher Sharp. Gallagher Sharp's a full-service litigation firm that's been based in Cleveland for over 100 years. We've got offices across Ohio and in Michigan and handle all matters of litigation, from motor vehicle accidents to professional liability to commercial transportation cases.
Well, we did mention boating, and there's a special day and week coming up. So can you tell us about it?
Sure. National Maritime Day is coming up May 22nd. That's the celebration of the 101st anniversary of the Jones Act, which is a federal law that protects American shipping. And National Safe Boating Week is the week after that, between Maritime Day and the Memorial Day weekend.
Well, as someone who I literally grew up on Lake Erie since I was a kid, I was always out on the boat. It's so fun, but there are rules that we have to follow to make sure that everyone stays safe. Where do we start?
Well, I think the place to start is the one that you hear most often, which is have a life jacket with you. In Ohio and in most other places, you need to have a U.S. Coast Guard approved personal flotation device, a wearable one, a life jacket, on board for every person you have aboard your boat. You may need to have other things depending on the size of your boat, but that's where it starts. Everyone must have a life jacket, and kids under 10 need to be wearing them. So that's the most important.
Absolutely. And then I'm just thinking in my head, seeing the kids and also seeing, a lot of people taking their dogs on the boat, right? We can't forget about them as well. So let's talk about being on the Cuyahoga River. We're not the only ones out there, obviously. So what do we need to know about the channel?
So the river is one of Cleveland's and Ohio's great marine assets. It's beautiful, it's fun, it's a great place to enjoy the summer months. But people need to remember it's also a federal shipping channel. So the last 6 river miles, basically from the steel plant to the mouth of the river at Lake Erie, is a federal shipping channel. It's deep, it's 23 feet deep. There are steel walls up and down the side. And as anybody who's spent some time downtown probably knows, there are freighters that go up and down the river almost on a daily basis. And that presents some unique challenges for boaters.
Markus, you're so knowledgeable about everything in this area, so it's really good to have these reminders. As you noted, you focus on your work on maritime issues. So what exactly does that involve?
Well, maritime law involves anything on the water. So we represent commercial concerns, shippers, boat owners, marine facilities, cargo concerns, but we also represent recreational boaters, so boat owners, marinas, anything that has to do with the water, our group handles. And so we've got a team of professionals across all of our offices who are ready to respond to issues that arise and represent people who have needs, legal needs that come up. So we've got a great team in place that's able to do that. One of the other services that we provide, primarily for the commercial side of things, is rapid response to marine emergencies. So we can be anywhere on the lakes, usually within minutes, sometimes within a matter of hours, ready to respond to a maritime emergency when it happens.
Markus, is there anything else that we should consider before we hop on a boat?
Well, I think the best thing to consider is to plan in advance. Make sure you've got your safety equipment with you. Make sure it's in good working order. The last thing you want is to be out on the water, have an emergency, need that equipment, and find out you either don't have it or it's not working. And then when you're in the river, be mindful of the freighters. Stay away from them. They have large propellers. They can be dangerous for small boats. The river is one of the hardest, most difficult river waterways to navigate in the world. These are professional mariners. They know what they're doing, but you've got to give them a chance to do their jobs.
Markus, thank you so much. This is really actually life-saving information. So thank you for chatting with us. And for everybody at home, you can find out more information just by going to GallagherSharp.com. Markus, thank you so much and happy summer.
Thanks, you too.
This segment of It's About You was sponsored by Gallagher Sharp.